looking like they're going to get some breakfast, and I apologize, Mr. Jacob Singh, for interrupting, but we needed you to start off this show, and welcome. Yeah, you represent Intact, and
Thank
you
you.
know what? We thank you too for being one of the major sponsors, and tell us a little bit about Intact and, I guess their community involvement.
Firstly, we're really pleased to get behind community events like this, Tracy. It's something that Intact strongly believes in, giving back to the community where we work, where we live, where we do business. And this is a great tournament that Gallagher has been part of for many, many years. And obviously we do a considerable amount of business with Gallagher, and we're pleased to give back to the community. So great to be here today.
Well, and it is hockey time, right? I mean, summer's over now, right? It's September, and you've got kids, and of course, active in a lot of activities too as well.
Yeah, we've been back at the rink already this week, a couple of ice times. It's quick here in the prairies, we come up and hockey's right around the corner. But we love it. That's why we all live in the prairies.
Yes, and I know. So the big charity for Gallagher is the True North Youth Foundation. They have three arms: the Hockey Academy, Camp Manitou, and Project 11. Let's talk a little bit about Project 11. It's interesting because of you having kids in sports, mental wellness and stuff like that. It's really in the forefront now.
Absolutely, and I think mental health continues to get the, sort of the emphasis that's required or needed in society. There's been a stigma for so many years on mental health, and it's great to see projects and initiatives like this one that you speak of really open up the dialogue and create options for people.
Yeah. Okay, and so talking about fun being on the course today, I mean, a lot of, colleagues in the business and stuff, but I have to admit, golf really is business, right?
Well, it can be, as long as people aren't looking at my score at the end of the day, Tracy. So that's what I have to say.
And how has summer been too?
Summer's been great. Another great summer here in Winnipeg, and certainly for myself personally, we had a nice trip out to Western Canada, and that was nice back in August. So
yeah.
Good to be back home though for the fall.
Well, we're so happy to have you, Jacob, and you know what? Maybe a hole-in-one today.
Oh, I hope so. There was one a couple weeks ago, so there we go. It's happening in the industry. We'll see what happens.
Okay, well, good luck. It's going to be a great day. This is the Gallagher Charity Classic right here at Niakawa Country Club. We're going to go to a short break, and we'll be back with some more guests. welcome back. We're here right now at the beautiful Niakawa Country Club, and it is the Gallagher Charity Classic. And I have, wow, 2 guys on the set. Anyways, I'd like to introduce Evan Johnston from Wawanesa and Graham Haig. And you know what? First of all, I'll go with you, Graham. You guys have stepped it up, and a major, you're a new sponsor, presenting sponsor, so
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. We're really excited to be the presenting sponsor for the Gallagher tournament. We think the entire event is phenomenal. We've been involved now for 3 years, and you're right, this is the year we stepped up and took over the presenting sponsor. So 2 really great Manitoba companies coming together and doing some good work with each other. So we're excited about the True North Foundation and Project 11, and it's a great event and another beautiful day. We seem to be lucking out on the weather regularly, Tracy. So exciting.
Well,
It'll be a great day.
you're rocking the down vest, so
Thank you
people
very
know
much.
that it is. Although, okay, so Evan, like in shorts, pretty brave.
Well, I'm a little tougher than Graham, and I'm from Manitoba originally, so I'll be wearing shorts well into November.
Okay, so Evan, give us a little history about Wawanesa. We know that it's a Manitoba company, but it's been around for a long time.
We've been around 125 years. We started in the village of Wawanesa when a few farmers got together to mutually insure their farm implements. So we've grown substantially since then. We're over 2 million policyholders now and have operations not only across Canada but down the west coast of the U.S. as well.
What does an event like this mean for Wawanesa? Yes, it's community, but it's also business relationships too.
Yeah, as Graham said, we're thrilled to be the presenting sponsor here today and obviously support the good causes for which the charity supports, but also establish those contacts or re-establish in some cases contacts not only with our business partners but vendors as well. So thrilled to be here.
Yeah. And you know what, Graham, you spoke about the long history of being a supporter of this tournament, and let's talk about now it's hockey season, and also the True North Youth Foundation. Project 11 is really important.
Yeah, it's one of those things that as people involved in business, we understand because we have employees that are going through mental health issues, and you just have to understand the math of it too, is that in a law large numbers, you're going to have a particular portion of any population that are dealing with issues that you're just not aware of, and so it is very important for us as a company and for this industry to recognize the impact of mental health in the community, and certainly we're excited about being able to help destigmatize mental health in the community. And as Evan was saying, we're just such a community-based organization, so helping out the communities that we live and work it's what we're about.
And you know what too, Evan, I guess spilling out on that is that I think even like insurance companies, we see that you've got guys stepping up and becoming like really important contributors to the community. So is that something that you can see in the future more?
Oh, absolutely. I think you'll see more of it from Wawanesa. The community presence and the opportunity to give back is really important to us as an organization, and all of us at the executive level. It's something we do personally as well, so thrilled to be part of it, and yes, expect to see more.
Oh, well, thank you so much, guys, for being such great supporters, and I know that the sun's coming out. It'll be a good day. He'll probably have the tan, and you'll be like sweating buckets out there, but oh well. Anyways, have a great game.
Well, thanks,
Thank
Tracy.
you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, so don't go away. We'll be back with more guests right here at the Gallagher Charity Classic. And once again, we're at the beautiful Niakawa Country Club, just waiting for tee-off for the Gallagher Charity Classic. And well, I guess we finally have to have the man of the hour himself, Kevin Nealis from Gallagher. Yes, and you're the host of this great tournament.
Well, Tracy, thanks for being here again this year. And yes, Gallagher, Arthur J. Gallagher Canada is the host of this tournament in support of the True North Youth Foundation Project 11, and we're quite excited that we're getting some decent weather.
I know, it did not look very good. But even so, I mean, more than 25 years now, doing this charity classic and supporting, different charities, but now I guess over the last several years it's been directed towards the Jets.
Yeah, that's correct. When the Moose came to Winnipeg, we supported the Manitoba Moose Yearling Foundation, and I was fortunate enough to be asked to be a board member of the foundation, and really supports all the things that Gallagher also likes to support. Charities that help underserviced children and organizations that are helping the youth in our community. So it's an ideal situation for us. It's an ideal partnership. And now the True North Youth Foundation, they do wonderful things in the city for the province of Manitoba, and we're very pleased that the funds raised at this tournament can support their initiatives.
And you also do sit on the True North Youth Foundation board as well. And I mean, let's talk now about how three programs in particular, the Hockey Academy, Project 11, and Camp Manitou, have really grown.
They've grown tremendously, and the Hockey Academy grew from a couple hundred participants to now where there's nearly 1,000 participants. The Camp Manitou is growing tremendously, and the Jets organization and the True North Youth Foundation is investing a lot back into the camp so that more and more kids can have camp experiences. And then Project 11, which is specifically the charity that this event is supporting, is grown tremendously in its efforts to help assist with mental wellness with school-age kids.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic organization and program.
Well, and it has expanded so much because, I mean, it started with, just within schools in the city, and now it's across the province, and actually other provinces are wanting to get this kind of programming into their schools. And it's fascinating to see kids at that young age really identify and know so much more now about mental wellness and mental illness, and they're talking about it.
Well, and that's the real key, is talking about it. It used to be almost taboo to talk about it, so now there's a lot more attention being brought to mental wellness, and in particular for children. So just talking about it and sharing ideas and sharing concerns, and an element of anti-bullying as well. So it's it's an absolutely wonderful program, and it continues to grow at record speed.
Well, and you know what, today, I mean, you're going to be on the course now with colleagues and business associates, and talking about the insurance industry as a whole, they've really come, I think, to the forefront of being really major contributors to the community, because it is the community that you do business in. For Gallagher now, especially in Canada, because it is an international company, how are you making an impact, and what will be going forth in the future?
Well, I know that Gallagher globally has a real emphasis on giving. We've got an employee giving and a matching program and whatnot, and the ownership and leadership are very supportive of giving back to the community. But just as a whole in the community of Manitoba, I mean, we have a number of wonderful brokers that spend a lot of time and effort and energy giving back to the community and sharing with the community, and really proud to be part of the Manitoba brokerage scene, and proud to be part of Gallagher as well.
Yes, and on a whole, how do you rate Manitoba as far as in the insurance industry?
Well, I tell you what, in terms of the insurance industry, Manitoba sometimes gets overlooked a little bit because we are a little bit of a smaller marketplace. But I tell you what, we've got a great group of people in the industry here. Gallagher has a great staff, and those that aren't playing today are out volunteering. And I know we've just got a skeleton staff back at the office, but this is about the 25th year that we've done this, and the contribution from our staff is immense, and the dedication of our staff to getting things going and making sure they run well. The organizing committee in particular, Anna Valenta and Ivan Kosin, who've been doing this for a number of years now, and they just know all the ins and outs and make sure this goes off, and it does come off as one of the better charity events anywhere, I think.
Yeah, so a big thank you to all of the sponsors, and again, it's a sold-out tournament.
It's a sold-out tournament, and I tell you what, the charity really benefits from the generosity of the sponsors, the industry in general, the restoration industry, the claims adjusters, the insurance companies in particular. I'd like to specifically thank our presenting sponsor, Wawanesa Insurance, this year. It's just a tremendous contribution from them, which really makes this happen, and it really allows us to give a lot back to the community.
Yes, so right. And that is your phone. Oh, well, hopefully it's not the Jets calling you, but and I hear that we'll have Nick Ehlers and Tucker Pullman.
Yes, later on in the day they'll be here to visit with us, and I'm sure they'll be able to sit down and chat with you a little bit. I know Nick Ehlers is the ambassador for the Project 11, and I'm sure he'll be able to talk about that a little bit. And we're excited to have Tucker Pullman here, who could be a very impactful defenseman on the Jets Hockey Club this year.
No doubt. Okay, so go answer your phone, get out into the course, and maybe we'll see you out there on the links. Thanks so much, Kevin.
Thank you, Tracy.
All right, don't go away. We're going to take a short break and more from the Gallagher Charity Classic. Hey, the sun is shining right now over Niakawa Country Club, and Bill, you're getting set. Have you been on the practice?
I have not. I
thing
just
there?
just pulled up, so we'll do this and go have something to eat.
Oh, yeah, no, it grabbed you right away, right? And you
You
get to
did.
be live here.
You did, great.
Well, thank you so much for coming here, Bill. And I know it's a great day, and Aviva, another great supporter for the Gallagher Charity Classic. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, thanks for having us. It's a great event.
Give us a little history rundown on Aviva.
So Aviva, well, it's grown mostly in Canada through acquisitions. We've corporately been around over 300 years worldwide. So yeah, I haven't been.
I was going to say,
yeah,
you're very good.
Yeah. And the Winnipeg branch, I think, started in about 1984. They opened up, make it a full-blown branch, and yeah, so it's been growing ever since.
Great. You know what? And business in Manitoba, and Manitobans are, so generous. I guess for Aviva, being part of something like this and being part in the community, obviously important, but, looking to the future, how is, Aviva going to become more into the community and, to the forefront?
So there's a lot of things that we've done. In the past, we've done our Aviva Community Fund, which was a tremendous event. It was raised over, or gave away over $1 million to different communities.
Wow.
It was going on for almost 10 years. This year, the corporate responsibility has changed now. It's gone more into making our roads safer. That's more what we're concerned with, so that's what the national campaign is. Manitoba, the MPI does a terrific job of getting that kind of message out. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of impact it'll have in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. We do those two provinces out of our branch here. So, but corporately, that's where it's going, to trying to reduce the amount of injuries on the road.
Oh, wow. I mean, and that is huge. And I mean, if you look at, the charities supporting here today is the True North Youth Foundation, their hockey academy, but the major one is Project 11, so all about mental health, mental wellness. So, I mean, that spills into everyday life too, doesn't it?
Sure it does. I think it touches pretty much everybody. In my own personal family, you can pretty much talk just about anybody, and it's going to affect them in some way, shape, or form.
Right, yeah. And I guess being out here on the links with colleagues, but business, it is a great time, though, to get together with guys you haven't seen.
That's a terrific time, and it's kind of fun, because this is one of the few times that you kind of get together as an entire group to be able to see people. So it's always fun. This is always a great day.
Yes. Okay. And I think someone said they're going to get a hole-in-one, but I don't know. Will you?
Well, we'll see. It won't be me. So.
Well, I think we're going to luck into some really great weather, and we really appreciate Aviva and all their support.
Yeah, that's terrific. Well, again, a great event to come to, and hate to miss it. So it's a fun one to come to. Terrific.
Okay. Well, good luck today. Thanks a lot, Bill.
Thanks.
All right. Well, don't go away. We'll still have more right here from the Gallagher Charity Classic coming up after the break.
I think this is our fourth hole. So I think this must be hole number 8.
Yeah.
And so far so good. We're having a great day. It's a beautiful day.
And you're golfing with marshmallows, right?
That's right. We have a contest where we are hitting a marshmallow as far as we can. So we'll see how that goes. I've never tried that before, but it sounds like a lot of fun. It's wonderful. We've been a platinum sponsor of this tournament for many years. We're just so pleased to support the foundation and all the work that they're doing with the kids. And with a great partner like Arthur J. Gallagher as well. It's just great to be out on a day like this and being part of such a wonderful event.
Okay, so any bets on how your team's going to finish?
Solidly middle of the pack. Very average, let's put it that way.
Okay, so we're going to end this off with you shooting the marshmallow.
All right, good, all right, we'll give it a
Grab
shot.
the glove. Whoa!
Well, there we go. We see how well the marshmallow works.
It sounded a lot better. All right, have a great game.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, once again, we're here at the Arthur J. Gallagher Charity Classic. We are on the course, and it is a father and daughter, well, maybe not quite team, right, Jane?
We're playing behind them.
Oh, yes. Well, you know what? It's all good. We're all having fun here, David. And, you know, the company, your company, Winnipeg Building and Decorating, a long-time supporter not only of this golf tournament, but community endeavors in general, right?
We try to be.
Oh, yes, I know. But you do.
Yeah, but we do, yeah.
Yeah, and lots of fun, though, too.
All of them. We try to support mainly children and family charities or programs.
Right. And Jane, what is it like now working with your dad?
It's been great. So definitely learning a lot. These types of things are definitely a highlight. Any opportunity to provide more opportunities for kids or families is always wonderful. So get to do that lots, which is great.
So much fun. So David, as a parent though too, now having your daughter out here, I know your son works for the company too as well, but instilling in your kids, you know, the idea of charity and volunteering and being involved in the community.
Well, they've all been on boards for different charities, and I think it's important. Winnipeg's been really good to our family, and I think it's important that we're good back to Winnipeg.
Well, we love having you out here. And I guess to wrap things up, Jane, you going to beat your dad?
Oh, I will try. I'm not a very good golfer, but I will try.
All right, okay, so David, your team's like giving us the angry look eye. Ken James there standing with his hands on his hips. We're standing right on their ball. And note, we have not moved it. I haven't done a toe lift or a kick further south there for the ball. So hit away, good luck, and enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Well, here's one golfer that definitely had his faith in the weather. He's got shorts on. We have Ray Delaki here from Intact, and wow, enjoying some great weather. Maybe the last time you get some tan on those legs.
Maybe the last one, yes. We're hoping not, but who knows? Who knows?
Well, always a great day here. So, Ray, for yourself, representing Intact, I guess your personal relationship with Gallagher, but this tournament, really.
I've been working with Gallagher since the early 90s, I believe, on the underwriting side, and they're obviously the broker. The tournament, I've been taking part in the tournament, I think about 15 years now. I think it's been going at least that long, and it's always been a class act and a very good day. Very good. Even when it's cold, it's good.
I know. So, I mean, for 15 years or so, though, like, what is the secret? Are we just like diehards for golf, or what?
I don't know. It's a great cause as well, right? Yes. So the money goes to a great cause, and now with what is it, Ripken? Project 11. I think it's bringing a new heightened cause to it. So it's all good, and it's well put together by Gallagher.
Yeah. So for your company, Intact, children, family, community, obviously, is a big thing and importance for Intact.
Yes. Yeah, they have a charity we donate to, and it's more on a corporate level versus the level that we're in here in Winnipeg, but quietly donate quite a bit of money into charity and causes of that sort.
It's great things, and on a personal note, I have to say Intact has some really good commercials. Although this one, we're like they're in the chamber. It's to do with flooding, I take it, because the poor guy comes out with some very bloated fingers. But
yes.
anyways,
Well, it's all about water damage today.
There you go.
So they're they're capitalizing on that. It's all about water damage. Most claims are based on water damage, so I guess that's what it's about.
Yeah, well, kudos. Very, very clever advertising. So there's a plug for Intact. Anyways, enjoy the game. I hear there's baked potatoes there, so please enjoy. There's food on every hole. Once again,
Well fed.
yes, definitely. Once again, we're here at the Arthur J. Gallagher Charity Classic. Well, we're here and they're almost set to tee off, but we're right here at the first hole. And you know what? Go Jets, go. Or should I say go Moose, go. Yes, Mickey Moose. I know. It's good to see you again. Hi.
Nice to see you as well.
Yes, okay, so tell us a little bit more on this first hole.
Yeah, so we have a spin to win. So basically we have a whole bunch of different golf items where people will come up and take their chance at the wheel and spin and walk away with a really nice prize.
Oh, so let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
sure. You want to okay, we'll test it out. Do my Vanna White.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have some golf balls, some divot tools, golf brush. Obviously, I just landed on.
Yeah, something that everybody wants.
Exactly. Yeah, so some nice handy dandy golf items courtesy of our Winnipeg Jets team. So it's really awesome. Yeah.
Go Jets, go.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks so much. Thanks, Mickey Moose. We're just waiting for everybody to get on the course and get some golfers out here.
it's Mitch and this is Kaylani. We're from the Bomber Cheer team and we're going to be getting you guys all warmed up. You ready?
I'd like to introduce you to Kathleen Brown. Kathleen over here is turning 101 years young. And the only reason she's not riding is because her tire is flat and they couldn't get the right size tire. Otherwise, she'll be here for next year. Hilda over here is also a Riverview resident. She's very pleased at the care that she gets here, and she's pleased that she's able to participate. And she hopes that you're strong enough as riders that you'll break the ribbon and she doesn't have to hold you back. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you back at Riverview. Thank you.
go by or you want to wait? Go ahead. Hang on a second. Yeah. Idea though, for sure.
Just getting the first one off, exactly.
By the road, I think.
Kevin, I think we can play mine, so.
Yeah, we'll just see what happens. I think a few more left as well.
Are we in about the same spot?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what we got there.
Let's see what we got.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you too.
you.
That's a loose use of the term.
Well, that's a wrap for the morning show here at the Gallagher Charity Classic right here at Niakawa Country Club. Join us, though, later on this afternoon while we'll sit down with Nick Ehlers and Tucker Pullman from the Winnipeg Jets.